Kate Gate, babe. Where is she? Where's Kate Middleton? I'll say it again. Where's Kate Middleton? Hey, where's Kate? Where is she? Have you seen her? Is she over here? Is she over there? Where is she? Where's Kate? Have you seen her? Where's she at? Where's Kate Middleton? Because we haven't seen her since December 23rd, I think. Sometime, the late December, right around Christmas, is the last time that we've seen Kate Middleton. Where is she? Royals? Palace? England? Those people over there? Where is she? Because we need to know. We don't care about you and everything else you got going on a daily basis, but right now, she's one of us, right? Isn't she one? Is she one of us too? She's the one that got in. The Meghan Markle couldn't get in. They only had quota for one, right? I'm pretty sure. Where's Kate Middleton? We care too much about it. Where is she? Let's find her because we need to see a face right now. Let's go. Here's the issue. We've last seen Kate December 23rd is the last time we saw her. Last public appearance. We knew, most people knew, some people knew, I don't know, I thought we knew. It was public knowledge that in January, she was going in to do an abdominal surgery. Something was wrong, a health issue. She was getting surgery done sometime in January. Now, that surgery calls for a 1 to 2, potentially 3 month recovery time. We're pretty sure it's been enough time for her to recover. We just want to see her precious, beautiful, baby, loving, hot, sexy face. We just want to see it, okay? We want to see her face to let us know she's still alive. We need to know that. It's important. And so the recovery time's here. Sunday rolls along. It's Mother's Day. What better opportunity to share a photo of Kate, the 3 kids, on Mother's Day. Here you go. Look at her. She's looking good. She looks fantastic. But upon further inspection, about 27 minutes after this photo hit the internet from the official, Twitter account or whatever it may be, we tore it apart. And we found that it was photoshopped to the 9. There's something wrong with the hands, something wrong with the skirt, something wrong with the face, something wrong with over here, something wrong with over there. The photo was shopped majorly. And so once the internet did its thing and found that out pretty much instantly, they put a kill order on it. This isn't an official release from the castle. And we get a tweet. We get a tweet from the joint account, okay, which is an attempt to, lessen the voices of the American people, because we need to know. I don't think anyone over in England really cares, but we need to know where she is. And as an attempt to respond, listen, at this point, with the whole Photoshop in the photo, you're dealing with people who literally, they came out and said Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. And we all said, they said Jeffrey Epstein hung himself in his jail cell and now he's dead, committed suicide. And we all went, what? No, he didn't. That was it. That was the overall response from 99.9% of the people involved who heard the story, who knew what actually happened and went on. So to think that they were going to just slip on by with an out-of-whack Photoshop 19 different times photo for the American people to have and to satisfy our feelings for, completely and utterly wrong-o. And so they released a tweet. They released a tweet, presumably coming from Kate herself. It was Kate and her husband's account. And basically, in a nutshell, it says, yeah, I'm Kate Middleton. I dabble a little bit in Photoshop. I was testing my skills on lesson number 42, how to cut and replace and move things around. And that's what it was. I'm sorry for doing that. And that's pretty much it. I photoshopped it. You're welcome. And that's all you need to know. And then she said, sorry, not sorry. Haha, LOL, hashtag family at the end. And that's what we got. And that's where we're at. Who's buying it? Who's buying that? You cannot give us an official release photo that's been photoshopped to the nines, and your only excuse is that Kate likes to Photoshop her photos. And what with what? All of her time? All of her extra time for new hobbies like graphic design and photoshopping? Does the royal budget allow for an Adobe cloud account? Like, who's paying for, what are we talking? Are we honestly supposed to believe that in her free time, Kate Middleton sits there and watches YouTube videos and takes lessons and might be in some night classes for photoshopping photos of her and her children when they literally have and pay millions of dollars a year publicists, agencies, people who do that for them? They don't even run their own social media accounts. And we are supposed to believe that she edits the photos? Listen, we all know what happened. We all know what happened with Diana, okay? Don't make us go through that again. If they try to pull the same stunt that they did with Deanna, with Kate, come on. Come on. You can't play the same move twice. It's 2024. You've got to be a little more creative than that. If Kate is no longer existing on this planet as of right now, if we're going down that road, which I don't think we are, we're probably going this way. We'll get to it in a minute. But if we're going down that road, then there better be a better explanation than the car went into the tunnel and something happened and it exploded randomly. That it would never have happened before randomly like that ever, and there's no explanation for it. But that's what happened, and that's what we're saying. Okay, great. Listen, I know where she is. Okay, it's not hard to figure out. We did a few Google searches that a lot of people probably wouldn't have thought of. We ran some numbers. We talked to some people at the embassy. We talked to some people at Buckingham Palace, and we know exactly where she is, okay? Listen, this story about the surgery is just a wall. It's a wall that they pulled over your eyes because for the last 3 months, okay, and listen, I don't even know if I should say this. They're probably going to come for me after I say that. If you don't hear from me after this for a while, just know they probably came for me. Listen, she's not, you're probably, when you hear this, you probably you might die. Not her, literally, not her dead. She's fine. She's okay. But you literally, listen, I'll tell you, Kate Middleton is one of the contestants on this year's season of The Masked Singer. Okay. I know a person who has the direct line. We've talked, we've gotten the information to Nick Cannon. Of course, Nick Cannon knows everything that's going on in the show. He's now owns it or something. And so it's one of his 18 jobs. And so Nick Cannon is in it and he knows what's going on. And the pink fish this season, if you know, you know, it'll be revealed here in the next few weeks, is Kate Middleton. Okay. She's one of the contestants on The Masked Singer. It's just, they're going to pop the head off and she's going to come out and she's going, you guys didn't like my rendition of Baby by Justin Bieber. And I was like, baby, oh, wait. And I have a terrible British accent because she probably does too. And so it's you know what I mean? So we're probably going to see that here in the next few weeks. And then everyone will be like, oh, shoot, that's what happened. That's where Kate was. That's crazy you did that. That's the biggest swoop of 2024. We all thought she was dead. We all thought she was outie-fi Thowie. We thought the queen was tired of that bit. We thought she was out of there. Wow, she's the pink fish? Dang, we didn't see that coming. All right. Well, good job, Kate. I mean, then we'll clap. It'll be a viral moment. It'll be great. It'll be great. Listen, she's not on the, I don't know, maybe she's on The Masked Singer, but I think here's where I think she's really at, okay? What everyone needs to understand is they're still doing stuff over there at the castle, the hierarchy, the people, how it works, the whole thing. There's no president. It's just the one family that runs it all. It literally is and functions almost, not obviously the barbaric stuff, but almost in the terms of like the laws and the rules and family, is a modern day version of the Game of Thrones. Okay. And what I think is happening here is Kate, one, watched all 8 seasons. She probably didn't like the last 2, but that's fine. No one did. It was supposed to be a movie. They're like, no, we're not going to make it a movie. It's besides the point. I'm going to get off topic. Kate knows what she's doing. She's smart. She's playing chess. She's like the rest of us, playing chess moves. It might take a while, but eventually we'll win, and eventually it'll be beneficial for everybody. And so all her life has been leading up to this exact point in time. She had a chance to go away with the surgery, and she knew she could stay away for as long as she wanted to. Okay? So her husband, pretty sure her husband's name's Charles, right? I didn't know the name. I don't need to know the names. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Kate's husband is next in line for the throne. Okay? And little buddy sitting on the throne has cancer. He's not looking good. He didn't look good the day they put him on the throne. He didn't look good 10 years before that. And he's not looking good today. It's any day now that the king over there is going to kick it. Okay? And so then it's the husband, it's little buddy's turn. That's it. He's next in line. He'll be dubbed king. And that makes Kate queen, I'm pretty sure. But the issue is a little bitty tit named Rose. Who's Rose? She's like Rose, not Titanic Rose, different real life now Rose, is like the Duchess of Squagglyburg or something, some other part of England. She's important, kind of, but not as important as Kate is. But Rose is allegedly the mistress. Okay? Here's the breakdown. This is probably and most definitely what's most likely happening. But if you know, right? Prince William got his mistress, Rose Hanbury, pregnant. And Rose has decided to keep the baby. And Kate had a nervous breakdown. Okay, of course. Well, who wouldn't, right? Your husband's mistress, you can get through that. You're a public figure. You got to deal with your husband having a mistress. It's part of the game. They all do. Eventually, one way or another, it's going to happen. You're prepped for it beforehand. She can deal with it. But if the mistress gets pregnant, that complicates things because now they both have to go to Thanksgiving dinner. If in fact the baby is, born. And so basically Rose says, well, I'm keeping the baby because I want him to be, a king baby. Like, it'll be whatever. But if he ever has a chance of being the king and it's a boy, I want to keep it. And then it'll be great for me and my new family. And Kate can piss off is basically Rose's thinking. So Kate had a nervous breakdown. And in a fit of rage, she revealed to William that she was having an affair of her own with Thomas Kingston. And that she was pregnant, okay? Kingston wound up dead due to a trauma injury shortly thereafter. You know what I mean? You start effing with the actual royal family, bada bing, bada boom, you're dead. You go and testify as a whistleblower against Boeing, the number one plane, multi-trillion, quadrillion dollar company, Boeing, and you're going to testify and say they're a terrible company. And then bada boom, bada bing, you're found in the parking lot, you're dead. Okay? Shortly thereafter, there was trauma. So William was then seen with a bit of bruising called battle signs, which indicates a blow to the head. this likely occurred during the death of Kingston, which is why the media reports circulated about what members of the royal family can be charged with in a crime. So they still play by the old school rules. If you got to duel somebody, if you got to battle it out with somebody, A, you can do that, and B, you can do that to the death. And so that's where the king and the prince and the Duchess and Duke of England is over there fighting it out. And our homeboy won and Kingston 0, So Kate was forced to basically, unfortunately, get rid of Kingston's child, but the procedure became complicated. And that... to add to that, the nervous breakdown and William potentially having been present for her now new lover's murder, you can see why the crown demanded she be secluded. So basically, they both had an affair, and the husbands duked it out, and her actual husband murdered her new boyfriend. And so no one's worried about Rose at the time, but after all that happened, they were like, hey, we can't have this mess in the public. We got to keep Kate out of the public eye, put her somewhere over there, okay? So now that that's happening, right, there's chaos in the family, and the kids aren't old enough nor media trained enough to keep up appearances. We're talking about Kate's kids now, right? They're only like 5, 8, maybe 10, whatever. They're like not old enough to know what to say and what not to say and how to say it and the right things to say at the right time. And so they're not able to be in the public either. So we got to keep Kate over there and we got to keep the kids over there, because if any of this gets out, it's not going to be good for us. And there's going to be riots in the streets and we're going to look like other countries and it's going to be crazy. We got to keep our family in power. And so there are rumors that one of Rose's kids is actually William's. In the argument that preceded the breakdown, Kate asked William to stop, and he didn't. And because he knows he doesn't want a divorce because she wants to be queen and therefore is stuck in the marriage. It was at this point, breakdown in full swing, that she revealed the Kingston relationship in her own pregnancy. Listen, it's crazy. The rabbit hole will go forever. You cannot follow one path. So whether you believe she's just fine and it's all rainbows and sunshine over in England, or something went wrong during the surgery and she just needs extra recovery time and she'll be okay in a few weeks, or he had an affair and she wants it gone and is waiting for that to happen, or they both had an affair and the dudes battled it out old school style, and now one might be dead and now he's there and there's kids involved and born and unborn children and the crown. Kate wants to be queen. Charles wants to be king. Here's the last thing I'll say. I'll say this. It's a bit of a coincidence, but I don't think anyone has really put 2 and 2 together. Another reason why you need to listen to this podcast on a weekly basis is that we haven't seen Kate Middleton since like December 28th. And like a day later is the last time we've seen Pete Davidson. So Pete Davidson, Kate Middleton disappearing together. Is there a coincidence? Is that a coincidence? I think. I don't know. Think about it. Pete Davidson, his dating career is insane. He could pull Kate. If you don't think for a moment that Pete Davidson couldn't get with a single Kate Middleton, you're out of your mind. It could happen. It's most likely a conspiracy at this point, but it could happen. Okay? And I mean, there's a song now. There's a song about her. I mean, the internet's quick, dude. The internet's quick. Listen, this is what they forget. This is what a lot of people forget. This is what our government and the rest of the world's government forgets, is like, and the royal families and whoever's in charge in the other countries. This is what they need to know. We're not idiots anymore. With the creation and the portability and the accessibility and the ease of the internet now, especially in 2024, it's gotten a hell of a lot better, obviously, through the years. We're not idiots anymore, and we can access information quicker and process it faster than ever before. Like, yeah, I get it. Back in like 2001 to 2006, planes that our government may or may not have known about crashed into our towers. It sparked the war. We were in Iraq for 20 plus years because that's what the headlines read, and we didn't have any other sources to tell us otherwise. Alex Jones was a thing, of course, but he was a little crazy then, and like no one could really access him because of how infant the internet actually was. And so, like, then come to find out that war was just like all about the oil. Bush had a relationship with third world country leaders and their families. It was all about the drone strikes, and we're actually a terrible company. And like George Bush killed a lot of innocent people. And so, but we didn't know about that because at the time, the only way we got our news was either a newspaper that only like 4% of people actually read or actually like cared about or paid attention to. And if CNN or Fox News wasn't reporting on it or telling us that that was the truth, then that's what we knew at the time. And then the internet became a thing, and 2007 came, and Steve Jobs and Apple changed the world forever. And then we got information at an instant. And so it's just crazy to think that these organizations, when it comes to like starting wars and releasing viruses that cause global pandemics for more than a year to 2.5 to 3 years of our time and kills millions of people to deaths that we know, like the Boeing guy, the Clintons have killed people, the Jeffrey Epstein story, like all of these things. We're supposed to believe that Princess Diana, the car just poof, magic. Like Maury the magician showed up and poof, magic. There was the car in flames. And so we're just supposed to, we don't live in that world anymore. But the ones committing these crimes think we do. And this is how fast the internet moves. This is how fast the internet moves, to the point where we have a song about the missing Kate Middleton. And here it is. It's great. Just listen. Just listen to it. It's fantastic.
Kate Middleton, where are you? Is this a horror story? Princess Middleton, where are you? The world is starting to worry. Did they, Diana, you did something cruel happen to you? Hey, what is going on in Windsor's home? Give us a sign that you're alive, or do a live stream where you tell us you're okay. You're okay, right?
Where is she? Where is she? Where is Kate? Where is she?